Welcome to Freedom Notes. I'm Dr. Ken, and today's title is Unlocking Your Genius Potential. It was Eric Hoffer that once said, "In times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists." That statement holds true today as it did so many years ago. We have to learn how to use our God-given talents. Otherwise, we stand to lose them. Remember the saying, use it or lose it. How many of you feel that you are not good at math? How many of you feel that you are not good at music? How about art? Research shows that most people feel that they perform pretty horribly in these fields. The real truth of the matter is that they are so wrong. We were all born geniuses. Yes, every single one of us has genius potential within us. We come into the world utterly naked and helpless, equipped with a brain that is seeking knowledge. What happens is that our well-intentioned parents and then our caring teachers help to systematically reduce our genius capability. By the time we reach the 5th grade, our genius capability is practically zero. How does this happen, you might ask? We are told, don't do that. You could hurt yourself. Don't do that until I tell you what to do. Sit still. Stop daydreaming. Pay attention. Recognize those words? Parents protect. Teachers teach us how to conform. We are not supposed to make mistakes. But conformity assures that we produce mediocre citizens. Why, you may ask? Because genius needs to do its own thinking and exploring. Always asking the question why, peeling off even deeper layers with the question why, making our own mistakes along the way, learning from our own mistakes. To live at our full potential, we have to relearn how we learn. And this is what brings me to the reptilian complex of the brain. The reptilian complex of the brain is responsible for physical safety. The other one, the mammalian complex, is responsible for emotional safety. If both of these are repressed due to stress or other factors, learning is suppressed. Furthermore, we have the left brain that is responsible for logical and analytical issues, and the right brain responsible for holistic thought and creativity. Then we have the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, or what people call the other than conscious mind. The unconscious mind processes information at a ratio of 10 billion bits of data to 1. Compare that to 12 inches of the conscious mind versus 11 square miles of the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is where our intuitive and creative insights come from. Go even further and we have the multiple intelligences. Some of us are mathematical logical, some of us are verbal linguistic, some of us are visual spatial, some interpersonal, some intrapersonal, musical, naturalistic, bodily kinesthetic, and so on and so forth. But do you realize that we are mostly taught using mathematical, logical, and verbal linguistic models? In most countries, the other intelligences are taken for granted. This is the reason why we have late bloomers in life. Add the 5 senses of sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell to this, and the learning process is complete. School dropouts are a perfect study. If they leave school with their self-esteem still intact, they tend to become more successful than others because they have not yet conformed. Good examples are Bill Gates and Richard Branson. We need to use our whole brain. The interplay of these factors to facilitate whole brain learning, that is what genius is made of. It is like an orchestra with all the parts playing to become whole. Remember, the brain thinks in pictures, not in words. When we say, think of a car, you immediately visualize a car of your liking. You don't see the words car. We have been trained to read linearly from left to right and from the top of the page to the bottom. The subconscious mind does not really do that. The subconscious mind can take pictures of the whole page, and the brain thinks from whole to parts. That is why learning strategies like mind mapping, memory recall techniques, Cornell note-taking, speed reading, and photo reading, which is reading at over 25,000 words per minute, are ways to stimulate raw genius. Repetition and practice, ladies and gentlemen, are the mother and father of all skills. To unlock our genius potential, we have to think in ways that are absolutely contrary to how we have been programmed to think so far. I wish you well. This is Dr. Ken from Attract Freedom with Freedom Notes.